नित्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsanghis, srimahans, mahans, kotaris, tanedars, sitting with us all over the world, visitors, viewers through Nithyananda TV, Sadhana TV, and two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha all over the world. Cities sitting with us, having Nayana Diksha all over the world. Scottsdale, Arizona, Los Angeles, Hollywood, Hyderabad, Gupta Kashi, London, Kashi, Seattle, Chidambaram, Hebal, Bangalore, Los Angeles, Nithyananda University, Los Angeles, Judy, Scottsdale, Nithyananda University, Paris, Kuala Lumpur, Parani, Kulim, Tiruttani, Ohio, Ma Shivananda, Hong Kong, Sirgari, Enriching Temple, Bididi, Houston, Kalahasti, Jorpati, Nepal, Oklahoma, Somanatham, Surrey, Canada, Nithyananda Nagaram, Hyderabad, San Jose, Madurai, Singapore, Singapuram, Coimbatore, Ohio, Prayag, Sadhanananda, Singapore, and Warrington, UK, Nithyananda Nagara, Tiruvannamalai, Phoenix, Kanchipuram, San Jose, Madurai, Charlotte, Srisailam, Amersfoort, Netherlands. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Some more cities are joining. Oman, Sivagangai, and Surrey, Canada, Ohio, Prayag, Warrington, UK, Nithyananda Nagaramu, Hyderabad. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Coimbatore, I can see Coimbatore now. Hong Kong, Sirgari. Enriching Temple, Bididi. Yes. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. So the good news for everyone, from today we will continue to have our satsangs. Now I am able to manage, push myself to do the morning satsangs, and we will have morning satsangs. And the best news is I'll be speaking on the Kapila's Sankhya philosophy. Kapila's Sankhya philosophy. Sankhya is the science of liberated thinking. Please understand. I'll formally introduce the scripture on which I am going to speak in next coming few days. Kapila himself has written beautiful books. Kapila Gita and Sankhya Sutras. Many books directly composed by Kapila. I'll start expanding some of those. With the basic theme of liberated thinking. Please understand, one of the biggest mistakes Hindus did in course of time, I don't even want to say the word mistake, maybe one of the biggest dilution happened in Hinduism. We started believing the liberated person will be in the no-mind state. Understand? He is in the no-mind state where there is no thinking, but you can't even think about that state. His thinking is not like yours, but that does not mean he is shut. Because you functioned only with thoughts, the moment you listen the word no mind or no thinking, beyond thinking, you think it is shut because you have a deep hatred for thinking. Because you have a deep hatred for action. Because you have a deep hatred for thinking, you have a deep hatred for action. You have a deep hatred for thinking. You have a deep hatred for action. You always think enlightened being, enlightenment state means no action, no thinking. Understand? Beyond action, beyond thinking, beyond mind, no mind does not mean no action, no thinking. This is one of the biggest mistake. Dilution happened in course of time. That is why constantly you try to project. Ramana Maharshi means he should be all the time lying. An enlightened being means he should all the time be in non-action. Sankhya, the first foremost Hindu philosophy. I should not even use the word philosophy because of no words I am using the word philosophy. Philosia. Foremost word. Foremost philosia. Darshana. In Sanskrit we have the word darshana. Sankhya is called as darshana. Philosia. Not philosophy. Foremost darshana. Actually, this is the darshana from which all the other darshanas evolved, including Vedanta. Including Advaita. This is the most foolproof, most powerful, most original way of thinking, way of living, way of existing. Sankhya, the ultimate way of existing. I can give you some of the very important clarity, development, understanding unique to Sankhya. If Sri Krishna was an Advaiti, he would have never waged the war or asked Arjuna to wage the war. When Arjuna wanted to become a sannyasi, Krishna would have said, come on, enough, it's okay, go. I am going to Dwaraka, you go to where you want. But Krishna was a Sankhya. Understand? Never tolerate intolerant. Listen. Never tolerate the people who can't tolerate. Intolerant should not be tolerated. If you tolerate the intolerant, all the tolerating people will be killed, and there will be nobody even to set an example to tolerance. If tolerance need to be protected, intolerant should not be tolerated. The most practical truth of living the liberated thinking is from Bhagavan Sri Krishna, is from the source of Sankhya. That is why, see, the moment I open my mouth and start speaking, naturally, whatever is filled in me, whatever I am full of, that only will come out. If somebody comes and sits with me, if I start speaking to them, they start, whatever question they may ask, the moment I start speaking to them, it will only be about completion, listening. It can never be about the reason movie is released, because that is not sitting in my head. Maybe if they ask some question about it, even that I will look at from the angle of completion, living Advaita, enlightenment, liberated thinking, and speak from that angle. When you open your mouth, you will express the words only of which you are filled. I can be 100% sure Krishna belongs to MahaNirvani Akadha, and he was filled with the philosophy of Sankhya. That is why the moment he starts opening his mouth to Arjuna, he says Sankhya Yoga. Actually, only in the Sankhya Yoga, second chapter, he even opens his mouth. He is transmitting the truth of liberated thinking. How your thinking can be based on liberation. All the three great spiritual beings created spiritual awakening in the planet Earth in various ways. Krishna, Buddha, Christ. All the three are from MahaNirvani Akadha. All the three are from MahaNirvani Sampradaya. All the three are the waves happened in Bhagavan Kapila Muni. He is a Siddha. First and foremost, Siddha. Great devotee of Mahadeva, lived in Advaita, in the space of Advaita, lived in the space of Advaita with Mahadeva. Kapil, the greatest rishi of Sankhya philosophy, as I said, the subtle nuances. Yes, tolerance is required. If you just read some flat religious books, moral books, you will learn tolerance. But who should be tolerated? To know, you need to know Sankhya. You need to know liberated thinking. What should be tolerated? Everywhere, as a Hindu guru, I am facing this question. Swamiji, so much of persecution, intellectually, so much we are abused. Constantly, any possibility of the Hindu revival, Hindu renaissance, whether it is around a temple or a spiritual monastery or a spiritual organization or a spiritual guru, any Hindu renaissance, spiritual renaissance is brutally attacked. All their power excess is used. Whether it is an intellectual power or media power, weapon power, everything is used and brutally Hinduism is attacked. Literally getting snubbed before even the budding starts. Before even it starts growing, getting attacked and trying to snub. One, people fall into powerlessness, unable to handle this attack. Second, the worst thing is, out of powerlessness, they start creating justifications, almost looks like spiritual philosophy. What is there last 10,000 years, so much attacks we survived. We can't be killed. We are Sanatana Dharma. No. Stop. Stop doing this stupid justification. From Gandhar to Gadaram, Indonesia, 10,000 years before we existed, from Gandhar to Gadaram, Bali, Indonesia, up to that, Sanatana Dharma was lifestyle. Now, other than few monasteries, few temples here and there in India, please understand, don't mistake, our border is reduced from Gandhar to Gadaram to just India. Never, don't mistake. It is reduced even inside India. So for God's sake, don't bring your stupid philosophy that for last 10,000 years we are invincible, we were invincible and we will be invincible. No. For God's sake, don't bring your weakening philosophies as looks like spiritual philosophies. Don't make them look like spiritual philosophies. And then out of that powerlessness and inability to stand up for what you were supposed to live and stand up, we also create one more philosophy. Oh, tolerance. After all, Hinduism teaches tolerance. Yes. Tolerance to all the people who also are ready to believe in tolerance. Tolerate everyone who also believes in tolerance. Enrich them with tolerance, and whoever believes in tolerance, tolerance is the greatest way of living. Jews, Parsis. When the Israel was formed, the first resolution Israel country passed is thanking India. Only country did not persecute Jews. The only country in the world, Jews lived peacefully, happily, living peacefully, happily. They know tolerance. Tolerate them. Parsis, such wonderful people. They know tolerance. Tolerate. Syrian Catholics from Kerala, such an amazing people. They know tolerance. Tolerate. Sufis, Sufi tradition from Islam, they know tolerance. Tolerate. Greek Orthodoxy Church, they know tolerance. Tolerate. Whoever knows tolerance, have tolerance towards them. Whoever declares tolerance as their official lifestyle, have tolerance with them. But don't tolerate intolerant, because they will kill all the tolerant people, they will destroy all the tolerant people. Even the symbol of tolerance will be wiped out from the planet Earth. Sankhya, liberated thinking, teaches you to be in the space of liberation and practically think. Why so much attack on me? Because everyone knows I am the renaissance of Hinduism, not an individual Nithyananda. I am the renaissance of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. That is why so much attack on me. So much attack on our Gurukul. So the whole life, they will only be trying to discredit me. For a few days they were screaming so much about medical test. Suddenly it is forgotten. Why? Because they have not got what they want. They are not able to get what they want. Now they are again back to square one, attack Gurukul. Anyhow, understand, Sankhya gives you the strength of liberated thinking. It gives you the strength of liberated thinking. Sankhya teaches you Advaitic thinking. Sankhya teaches you science of living, the highest possibility, Advaita. It is from Kapila, Vyasa developed the Vedanta. From Sankhya, Vedanta was developed. And from Vyasa, Shankara developed Advaita. From Shankara, all the next great masters developed the next different philosophies and systems. And Kapila is the greatest Siddha. That is why when Krishna declares his glory, I don't even want to say glory, it is too small word. When Krishna tries to introduce himself, whatever glory Krishna talks about him, it is only small introduction about him. It can never be glorification. Krishnastu Swayam Bhagavan Purnavatara. When he tries to introduce himself, he says, among the Siddha, I am Kapila. Siddhanam Kapilo Munihi. Bhagavan Kapila is the fifth incarnation. As per Srimad Bhagavatam, extraordinary incarnation. Siddhanam Kapilo Munihi. Asvatta Sarva Vrikshanam Devarshinam Chanarata Gandharvanam Chitrarataha Siddhanam Kapilo Munihi. The perfected sage. Siddha means who is established in completion. Siddha means complete. And Kapila, the first, foremost Siddha who opened the tradition of spiritual university. It was first time in our Sanatana Dharma spiritual history, there is a record that disciples gathering around the master means it is first time around Kapila. It was around Kapila, the plain of Kailasa, the mystical plain. Disciples gathered around Mahadeva. But in the plain of Buloka, the disciples gathering, classes, an organized teaching institution, university, monastery complex, Akadha, Pita was formed around Bhagavan Kapila Muni. So in the form of paying the gratitude to Kapila Muni, this next 1 year, I'll expand on, at least 1 year, I'll expand on liberated thinking of Kapila Muni. The Sankhya philosophy, Sankhya philosophia, Sankhya darshana of Kapila Muni. And this 1 year, all our campuses, other than Bididi, all our campuses, anybody wants to listen to this satsang can come and stay. All our campuses will accommodate and share the food and the accommodation we have with whoever wants to come and stay and study the great Science of Liberated Thinking, the principles of Kapila Muni. In the same lines of MahaNirvani Akadha, to give the gratitude to Kapila Muni. Kapila Muni taught in this way. Whoever came, he shared his food, shelter with them, taught them the great science of liberated thinking. This campus, Bididi campus, people are getting trained for sannyas. Other than this campus, in any campus all over the world, which is inspired by me, sometimes founded by me, sometimes inspired by me, sometimes founded by me, all over the world, all the campuses, you are free to come and stay and attend the satsang every day and learn the principles of Sankhya, liberated thinking. I wanted all over the world, all the Kotaris, Tanedars, whoever wants to experience this science of liberated thinking, take 1 year off, come and settle down in our campuses. There are thousands of housewives, Kotaris, Tanidars, Mahans. You can even come in the morning and go in the evening. Sit and learn this liberated thinking and enrich the world. I am opening the campus, all the campuses for all of you. Morning you can come, be in the campus. We will share whatever food we have with you. We will share whatever shelter we have with you. You are free to come and stay and study the science of liberated thinking, living enlightenment. I request all the campuses inspired by me also to open yourself to anyone who wants to study the spiritual science of liberated thinking. Even in Tamil Nadu, all the Mahans can use this opportunity. Anyone wants to practice this science of liberated thinking and enrich Tamil Nadu, Malaysia, all over the world. You can all gather only for this one purpose of learning the science of liberated thinking and enriching the world with this liberated thinking. Learning it and enriching the world. Enriching yourself and the world with this science. You are welcome. We will open all our campuses. All the temples, ashrams, vidyalayas, schools, education institutions, annalayas, whatever we are running, we will open it. So with this, I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and causing eternal bliss. Nithyananda. Thank you.
Nithyananda Dhyanapītam, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org, www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.